Hey, co-reporters, welcome back to my channel. Listen, another woman has come forward with allegations and receipts accusing Love is Blind nice guy, SK, of cheating on her and his fiance, Raven Ross. And let me tell you guys something. These receipts are just as strong as the receipts that we got from the first woman who got two-timed by SK. There is so much that we have to get into in this video. So let's start off by talking about the situation. So SK and Raven, they appeared on the Love is Blind reunion special, and they claimed that after the altar, they decided to move forward as a dating couple. And mind you, the reunion was shot in October of 2022, which is this year. And that is very important to the timeline that we are about to lay out of these mistresses. Or I shouldn't even call them mistresses because they didn't even know that they were mistresses at the time. They're both claiming that SK told them that his relationship with Raven is simply for the optics of Love is Blind. It's for making money. I guess it's for PR. I'm getting Janina and Damien vibes from what it is that they're trying to do here. And it is what it is, I guess. Okay, so let's get into who this new accuser is. Her name is Hannah. And so she took to TikTok to share some information about her relationship with SK. So she started off with this one particular video that you see with all of the text there that got tongues wagging, that got people wondering and questioning and asking for more tea. So she posted a random video of herself, hanging out in her apartment. And then she said, within the caption of the video, when your ex takes you to Europe and talks about getting back together, but on the trip, you find out that he has a fiance from a reality show that he did on Netflix, but then he tells you it's fake and for the money. So you say you'll believe him if you get to meet his fake fiance, but that never happened. And now you're waiting for him to get exposed as the actual villain instead of this phony angel he portrayed himself as being. I love that she called him the real villain. I've been telling you guys this whole time, SK was the real villain of Love is Blind. So, let's get into that comment, the first comment that we're seeing over here. Shanna asks, as his girlfriend, how did you not know that he was doing the show? Genuine question. Great question, Shan. Hannah says, pinning this so that I can address it. We weren't girlfriend and boyfriend when he was on the show, but he sent me the audition flyer in early 2021, but I thought that it was a joke. So now you have it. How he managed to do the show without pissing off without his girlfriend knowing, right? So after dropping that little bit of a teaser, Hannah went on and decided to give the full rundown of what was going on between her and SK. Timelines, screenshots, photos, you name it, she has it. So she says that it all started in 2019. They became good friends and started dating. They would attend weddings, birthday parties, and stuff like that together as a couple. So she shares some photos of them in Chicago, Dallas. These are in 2019, so they're not really that relevant to us right now. They're just here to paint the picture of the nature of their relationship. So now when we fast forward to late July of 2021, he invites her to go to Europe, which was Ibiza specifically. So mind you, I've got the timeline here. So this was July of 2021. Love is Blind was filmed in March of 2021. So March to April, April to May, May to June, June to July. That's 4 months after the filming of the show. I personally believe that he and Raven were still quote unquote together. Listen, I don't believe they're a real couple. I believe that they are a Janina and Damien situation where they're simply trying to just make the most of their publicity and capture brand deals and this and that, right? So this is 4 months after he filmed Love is Blind, got engaged to Raven, and left her at the altar. They go to Ibiza, and then she shares some screenshots, and in the screenshots he's asking her where, if he found her shirt. So this is just validating that they stayed in the same hotel, they did the trip and everything like that. And then she's going to share a photo of the actual shirt that he's texting her about looking for. There it is. And if you go on his Instagram, you'll see him wearing that same shirt as well. So now we're in July of 2021. They're in Cabo, Mexico next. We saw a photo from August slipped in there as well. And now she's saying that when they left Ibiza and flew back to Madrid, she asked to see his phone so that she could send pictures of herself to her own phone. And then he got a message from a contact by the name of Fiance. SK, you big dummy. If you're going to cheat on Raven, or if you don't want to blow up your fake relationship, do not save her in your phone as fiance. You save her as Pizza Hut, as Domino's, as Six Flags, as something, right? Not as fiance. What an amateur. Okay. So she's like, what was happening? I waited to confront him to see what that was all about. So here they are in Madrid, in August of 2021. So I think now we are 5 months removed. She confronts him about it, and he tells her that they're just doing it for money. Love is blind, pretending to have an actual relationship. And she didn't actually believe him 100%. But listen, this man is flying her here, there, everywhere. Mexico, other states. They're going to Madrid. They're going to Ibiza. They're going everywhere. So she's not ready to give that up yet. And mind you, SK is the one paying for these flights. I'm just saying. So now at this point, and I think this is another reason, they were going to go to London next. You think I'm going to dump you before we go to London on your dime? No, I'm dumping you after London. So they go to London together next. And this, again, you're seeing the date stamped at the very top of the page. That was in August of last year, August 4th. So now in London, she brings up her reservations about the whole like fake fiance, love is blind thing. And he agrees that she can meet Raven so that Raven can confirm that it's okay to be dating Hannah, because Raven and SK's relationship is not real. So Hannah decides to start following Raven on Instagram and liking all of her like photos, videos, and reels and whatnot. And so at this point, she's sitting around with SK, and then she sees a notification come through on the phone, and it's from Raven on Instagram sending a screenshot of Hannah's profile. Like, who is this? So I guess she's kind of suspicious because I think the show did not air. Yeah, the show did not air yet at this point. So she's like, who is this girl following me, liking all my stuff? And now this is where things get really juicy again. So it's May of 2022, this year, you guys. So this is well within the timeline. So people who can say, okay, SK and Raven, they might have taken a break after the whole altar situation. But one thing that is for certain, they wanted us to believe at the reunion special that they've been together at least this year for a while now, right? So this is May of 2022. So May to June, June to July, July to August. So 5 months before the shooting of the reunion special, this man is buying Hannah a plane ticket to go to Cabo, Mexico, just so that he could show up on their reunion with Raven 5 months later and claim that they've been a happy couple for a long while now. Something is just not adding up here. I'm sorry, but these girls, y'all need to get tested. You're all sharing the same man, and that is quite reckless. So she shares a photo of the two of them in the beaches of Cabo, Mexico, and now August 21st. So this is literally 2 months before the reunion is filmed. They are still talking. So there's no way we can claim that he and Raven were not together at that point, you guys. I'm sorry. I know some of you guys want to give this man the benefit of the doubt, act like he wouldn't do this. I'm sorry, this man was a real villain. You saw how selfish he was on the show. Their relationship, the vitality of their relationship, literally 1000% revolved around him, his culture, his school, his this, his that. So it does not surprise me at all. So SK texts her what's up on August 21st, 2 months before the reunion with Raven. And Hannah alerts him that she just showered, washed her legs. And so he says that they are at some kind of like a club or like a restaurant or something like that. And then they make plans to go together. And at the end of this text message exchange, that you can see that he confirmed that he arrived at her place and they spent that night together. I don't know if they slept together or anything like that, but they went out late together to party. So now in September, which is literally a couple of weeks before the reunion, playing all happy dappy, lovey-dovey with Raven, he invited Hannah to go with Miami to him, but the trip fell through because of his school event. And this is not even early September. This is September 20th. And the reunion was filmed on October 26th. So this is 1 month and 6 days before the reunion. Talking about being in love and being in a great relationship with Raven. He is out here texting Hannah asking her if she wants to go to Miami in 2 weeks. What is 2 weeks from September 20th, you guys, of this year? Let me pull out my calendar because I want to be really sure. To me, it sounds like the range of like October 10th or something like that, which would be like really cutting it close to the reunion. So I've got my calendar here. Oh, look at me. He already wrote it down, September 30th to October 2nd. So they were supposed to be on this like weekend couples trip kind of thing in Miami. And just for SK to show up at Netflix Studios 20 days later, 24 days later, claiming to be in love with Raven, that's weird. That's suspicious. That doesn't sound loyal. That doesn't sound like someone who's not cheating, right? So he says, we're going to Nikki Beach. We've got a mega yacht and there are new restaurants. Hannah says that would be a vibe. Who's mega yacht? And so he's like, we're renting it. It's big and nice AF. You know, the first time I read this, I'm like, why is she asking him who is mega yacht? You know, no one is named mega yacht. That's not even a nickname for Bartiz, right? Girl, who's possessive? Please, please, please. Threw me off. So yeah, SK's like, we're renting it, linking with my friends from Canada. And then like, she just asking questions about like who's all going to be there and whatnot. And he's just filling her in. And listen, you guys, her receipts to me confirmed everything that we've been knowing now at this point about SK. SK really is not this good guy that he portrays himself as being, right? And a great point here, you guys. Oh my God. Listen, I love, love, love when I have my channel members in here. Remember, if you hit youtube.com/gracereport/join, you can tune in behind the scenes as I film these videos live. And now I've got one of my channel members, Rachel, who left a really good comment here in our private chat. She said, well, what happened to that whole, I have to live like a broke college student? You know, I didn't even think of that. That is 1,000% true. He was telling that to Raven that, oh, like, you know, like we're going to have to like live like frugally or whatnot while I'm studying. All the while he is flying out girls, and you saw the receipts. He was paying for these plane tickets to, we saw the confirmation for Cabo. We saw the confirmation for, I think, Cali or whatever. Like he paid for at least 2 of those. And I believe he paid for all of them if we're being real here. So wow, like nothing was real about this man. I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, SK is a grade A F boy. SK is a classic nice guy. SK is a classic give me a chance guy just so that I could turn around and screw you over. I seriously, this is worse than I ever even could have thought. And so when we get into the timeline, the first woman who came forward with the receipts of him and her fooling around or whatnot, they happened in August of 2000. April of 2022 and May of 2022. And then she sent the receipts to Raven in November of this year as well. And so now his relationship with this new girl that we just went through, you guys, they have been together literally since 2019. Like that's a long time. That's literally 3 years that he's been together with this girl, playing her all around, you know, all around the world and whatnot. And my heart really does go out to her. This is absolutely horrible. I think it's borderline sociopathic behavior. It's just weird that people can run around playing with people's emotions and stuff like this. It's just not a good look at all. And then in August of 2022, they're still together. Late September, early October, just before the reunion and everything. Like this had been going on for a really long while. So I think at the end of the day, what we can take away from this is that SK and Raven, whatever they're trying to peddle to us right now, because Raven has been taking to Instagram to kind of, you know, claim her man, stick beside her man and whatnot. This is not real. I'm sorry, this is another Giannina and Damien situation. They both want to protect brand deals and this and that and just benefit from the potential sponsorships that they can have as a quote unquote couple and, you know, as a duo and whatnot, rather than separately. You know, at this point, I think now with 2 women coming forward with extremely solid receipts, you got to call it what it is and walk away, Raven, with your head held high, because we love you. We ride for you. I know I do. And I just don't think it's a good look to be playing blind to all of this. Rachel says he was going to milk Raven dry to fly around the world. Listen, I wouldn't doubt it. A man like this with such high taste, who's talking about he wants to live on a student budget and this and that. Yeah, maybe they start off paying for a couple of things and then later it's time to feed the piper, as they say. I'm sorry, SK, but wow, I see why they call you what they call you in the comments. Some of you guys came up with this creative name. I've never heard it before, but people say it's a Yoruba demon or something like that. And so I looked it up, and it's basically certain guys who really get you attached. So they're the type of guys that you don't like normally go for, but they like really like work to get you attached to them. And then when you're the one who's finally attached to this person that was obsessed with you all the time, they start treating you like you're the one who's been chasing after them and whatnot. And it really does feel as though that's what he's doing to our girl Raven. And I hate this for Ray. I think she can do so much better than this. And I want to see her do so much better than this. It's going to be so exciting, this After the Altar special, because Cole and Zeneb, you guys saw how the internet kind of handled their situation, right? Like at first, we were anti-Cole, we were pro-Zeneb. He was not this, he was not that. And then by the end, when we saw the way she treated him at the altar, then again at the reunion, and then when this cutie scene aired later, we're like, well, wait a minute. We were on the wrong side of history and we switched sides, right? So it's going to be interesting to see how that goes over with her. I would also love to see how Matt and Colleen are doing. I wonder if they're going to announce a divorce at that point. Bartice and Nancy. Nancy's had a lot of support online, but she's also had people like me who are like, I'm sorry, girl, but I don't believe that you are this daft. I think that you were playing a role. So that's going to be quite interesting. Alexa and Brennan, I would love to hear that they're still together. And I know it's kind of soon, but I would love to hear a pregnancy announcement for them. I know that she was just joking about it with her dad on Instagram the other day. And so I don't know. Like, I think it's really cute. I really like them. And I hope to see how that goes down. And then when it comes to SK and Raven, I want her to call off this fake relationship. I want her to stand on her own 2 feet and say, bye, bye, bye. I deserve better than this, right? So listen, I don't even know when the After the Altar special is going to be airing, but I truly am looking forward to it and seeing how everything kind of evolves. Because if there are going to be divorces in this season of the show, which I do believe we will have at least one, Matt and Colleen, they have to wait until After the Altar to announce it. So we shall see. If you know when the After the Altar special is going to be airing, please do make sure to let me know in the comment section down below. But in the meantime, how do you feel about SK turning out to be the ultimate F-boy, the ultimate villain of the show, the secret villain, the nice guy villain, the whatever you call it? And do you think that Raven is in on this situation that they've got going on? Does she have other men in rotation as well who are just less sloppy than the women that SK's got going around? Or is she as surprised as some of us are by the entire situation? What do you think is going on? Let me know. Are they faking this for the opportunities? Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And as usual, you guys, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.